Premium Blend features in-depth conversations with top executives in E&P, finance, A&D, and technology, exclusive to oil and gas investor subscribers.
Summarize your strategy for reorienting and refocusing WPX on fewer, more oily assets.
What WPX had always struggled with was being gassy, being in some very challenging geographical locations, and then having some contracts that were challenging, whether it was some of the gathering contracts they had, firm transportation, many of which were spun out from the former parent with Williams. And so we felt like that fundamentally we had to change some things. As a matter of fact, WPX ranked toward the very bottom of the heap on margins on a per BOE basis in 2013. If you'll recall, 2013 was a time when natural gas prices actually were pretty healthy. So we felt like we needed to change the portfolio fundamentally and go to work on the cost structure.
How do the margins, inventory life, and growth potential of acquired Delaware assets compare to those of retained oily Bakken and gassy San Juan assets?
Well, I think if you look at the assets that we have, so out of our legacy portfolio, if you will, we only have two assets. That's the Bakken and the San Juan.
The Bakken?
We have about 85,000 acres there. Returns are quite nice. We're blessed with some great acreage. Team's doing a wonderful job developing that. We've attacked the cost structure. We're now one of the leaders on the cost side in the basin. So that's going very, very well.
The San Juan.
You have a basin that was a historically gas-focused and gas-dominated basin, but we're developing in the southern end of the San Juan, the Gallup Sandstone, in the Muncrief series. So that's going very well. If you look today at in the San Juan, we're about 50% on a BOE basis in the Gallup of the total. So we have, the historical dry gas is becoming less and less a part of that story. And so it's going very well. If you think about inventory, we have about 550 wells, something like this, in the Bakken. We have about 300 wells on the Muncrief to drill. And we have a lot of dry legacy gas wells we could drill, but a lot of those are going to really, quite honestly, have a challenging time to compete in our portfolio with the Bakken, the Gallup, and for sure in the Permian.
The Permian.
We're over 120,000 net acres and well over 6,000 wells from an inventory standpoint. So it's our future and very much dominating our story.
How many rigs do you have?
We have 10 rigs running, and 7 of which are in the Permian Basin, 2 in the Bakken and 1 in the San Juan.
How does the Panther acquisition in the Permian, adding 900 gross locations, affect inventory life and compound annual growth rate?
We had planned on growing oil volumes 25% in 2017 over our 2016 levels. With the Panther acquisition, the volumes that brought to us, along with some wells that had been drilled and were uncompleted that we've since have started bringing online, we have bumped that guidance from 25% growth in 17 up to 30% growth, and then that corresponds on into 2018 where we're looking at close to 60% oil growth in 2018 over our 2017 levels. So it's very impactful, and we've been very, very pleased thus far. We're early in it, but all 3 of the packages within the Panther transaction are in areas that we expect to see some phenomenal returns in Loving County, and then that north central Reeves County, and then in the southern Delaware even, we're seeing some exciting things there.
To stay up to date on the most recent Hart Energy videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here.